Hi, guys.
Hi.
Howdy. How you doing, Kimberly?
How are you? Good.
We're good.
We have a lot of snow. We have tons of snow.
Well, bless you. I hope you enjoy it.
It's 60 degrees here in sunny.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just working on a
Nice,
tan
nice.
on the lower quadrant of my
You
left
just-
side.
You just needed to, hit that spot right there a
Yeah.
little bit and get a nice little bit of sun. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So, guys, what I wanted to
Spot
talk
tanning,
about,
yeah.
what I wanted to talk about today is, Kimberly, a term that when we, no breaking news here. At the beginning of every week, Kimberly sends over some topics that she wants to discuss. I send
Yeah.
some topics to my dad that I want to discuss. Like, we do a little bit of planning, just a little bit. And Kimberly sent, about that much. And Kimberly sent over this phrase in quote. She said, "I want to talk about sweet spot." And I said, "Okay, what the heck does that mean?" And so that's where we are now.
Where's Dr. Ruth when we need her?
Exactly. So, Kimberly, what does sweet spot mean in the finance office, and kind of what were you getting at? Let's open it up.
All right. Well, a sweet spot for a finance manager in our book, that would be a person that is in the mid sixes as far as your credit score goes. So another reason to check your credit before you go shopping for a new car. If you have a 6 or you're in the mid sixes, let's say you're a 640 to a 680, I know as a finance manager that with my banks, I'm going to be able to have some wiggle room in here. I'm going to be able to maybe hold some points on you, with which finance managers don't get to do as often as they would like to today. And it also kind of cuts down on the certain banks that I'm going to be able to put a 600 through. Mm-hmm. So I know that if you walk in with a credit score in that range, the banks that I'm going to be putting you through generally pay the most.
Now, when you say pay the most, you mean pay the most to the finance department.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when we're talking about sweet spot, this is not necessarily the customer's sweet spot.
No.
This would be a finance manager's sweet spot. And
got it.
The finance manager would see that credit report and see, ooh, a 656. And suddenly the finance manager's eyes get as big as silver dollars.
A light like that would shine down on them,
Yeah, and
saying,
blind
"Okay,
them.
this is."
Blind them with greed.
No, so is that like a fair assessment to say, like, so let's say I'm a car buyer and I'm following your advice, Kimberly, and I'm getting my, I'm getting my 3 bureaus pulled and I'm getting a sense for what my score is, and I know I'm going to be in the mid sixes or somewhere with a 6 in front of my number. My guard should be up a little bit when I go in the finance office. It's like, guess what I'm hearing here? Because to a finance manager, mid sixes means, oh crap, I can make some money on this one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got it. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. So the
Which is all the...
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go.
I was just going to say. So yes, the customer needs to know how to handle it from the customer's perspective. My suggestion would be, I would say, listen, I know as a customer, my credit is not top tier. I get that. I also get that you salivate when you have customers like me, and I get that as well. But please, I'm asking you nicely, you don't have to make me a big potato for the F&I department. You could just make me, I don't know, a medium size to a small potato. I'm not saying you can't make money on me. I expect you to, because this is the credit that I've earned. But I don't want you to take advantage of the situation. And if somebody said that to you, how would you react to it as a finance manager?
Okay, so if you said that to me as a finance manager, all right, I know that this person knows what they're talking about. And as a finance manager, I'm not pulling any wool over your eyes. You know where you're at. You know where you stand with your credit. You know about the sweet spot for something in the 6 range. And I think that's a great thing to say. You want to, knowledge is power. Absolutely. You want to let the finance manager know that you know what you have. Mm-hmm. And you can always say, I can get this rate from my credit union. Beat that.
Yes. And
just,
and credit unions could be and have been known to be more lenient towards people with with credit scores in the mid sixes than say some of the banks you might deal with would be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there are a number of banks out there that don't want to deal with somebody that's a 656. That they're only looking to deal with people that are a 680 or a 690 or a 700 and above.
Yes, absolutely. And it's not always, this is a side note, it's not always about score. It's really a picture, and it's what your credit looks like, a picture that your credit paints.
Yeah.
And so, a 656, this person's 656 might look better than this person's 656. And the banks are going to take that into consideration. But do what you said, Ray, was great. Let the finance manager know that you know this and you want the best that they can give you.
Now, I have a follow-up question for both of you, because we're talking about 656 and a 690. There's three bureaus, right? 3 scores. What score does the actual F&I manager use? Like, let's say I score 656 on one and a 676 on another, and actually miraculously a 690 on a third. Which one does the dealership actually then go to run with?
Well, if it were me, I'm going to tell you your lowest one. And I'm going to
So on the front end, you're not even, like when you do my credit app during the sales process, you're not even going to tell me that I scored a 670 or 690.
No. I would have you acknowledge the disclosure that your credit score was the lowest one of the 3. You don't know about the other 2. And the finance manager is going to use the highest one when she sends it into the banks to get a better buy rate, I think.
You got it. No, you're right. But here's the caveat to that. And that is, I automatically know what bank that I want to send you to, where this deal structure is going to fit the best. But every bank uses its own matrix, so to speak, its own version of credit bureaus. So Bank A may use a tri-merge, which is they're going to take the middle. They'll take the middle score. Bank B, they might only use Equifax, and Bank C may take Equifax and TransUnion, and they might take the high score. So it just depends on the bank, really. I'm going to take a look at your credit, but then when I send it off to the bank, they take a look at your credit as well, and it's up to them.
Gotcha. This all just reinforces the need to get pre-qualified outside first. That's not to say that the dealership can't, and it most likely, it sounds like, will get the lowest rate for you possible. It's if you come in and you haven't done some of the due diligence, then you could get taken for a ride and not realize it, in the sense that the sales manager is only going to tell you your lowest score, and then the finance manager is going to send off to the bank that she thinks she can get the best rate at, but then make up the difference in the spread. And the next thing you know, you have gap insurance and an extended warranty and tire and wheel and windshield protection and key fob replacement and load jack and etch. And it's like, I just thought I was buying a car.
Right, and that's why we're here, is to help you through it. There is so much that the consumer doesn't know that goes into this, that I am absolutely passionate about helping people through this. I'm not the bad guy. We want to help you through this and help make sense of it, because there is so much that goes into it, Zach. There really is.
And believe me when I tell you this, if a sales manager would have had the customer sign for their highest credit score, the finance manager would have come in and stabbed them to death.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I get it.
Yeah.
So I guess with that being said, leave some comments down below. Obviously, by now you've seen Kimberly is a part of YAA. We're like thrilled and humbled and appreciative that she wants to be a part of this community.
Thank you guys.
So
Thank
let us
you.
know what else you want to hear. Yanni will be joining us in January to shed some light.
On service.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
On service,
Awesome.
on maintenance. I mean,
Great.
We're going to do our best to continue to educate. And, we have the knowledge is power slogan. It's the truth. Because I've learned a lot just from today's conversation, and it reinforces how important it is to just, you have to be your own advocate. You can watch these videos and that informs you, but then at the dealership, you have to be your own advocate. And thank you to both of you for your willingness to do that.
May I say one other thing? It's not just at the dealership. It's in life.
Yeah.
You have to be your own advocate.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, as a family, we went through it when
medical,
Mom was sick. You have to advocate for the things that are important to you, and it has everything to do with every aspect of life. And when it comes to buying cars, it has everything to do with buying and financing cars. You are your best advocate, and you need to get the information so that you can be the best advocate you can be for yourself.
That is so true. Well said. Well said.
I like that, Pops. That was
Well
good.
said.
All right, Kimberly. Well, until next time, thank you for this, and can't wait for our
Thank you.
next session.
Well, have fun shoveling.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, hey, thanks. Thanks a lot. Hey, you guys enjoy the sunshine and the warmth.
We promise we will.
All right.
See you, Kimberly.
See ya, Kimberly.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.